Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. This is your girl, Katasha Pope, and I'm here with Life Her Podcast. Welcome, you guys. Happy Tuesday. Y'all know I like to talk about my Taco Tuesdays. So, welcome. How's everybody's Tuesday going? Hope it's going pretty good. So, we have a special guest on today. I'm super excited. Miss Catherine is here. She's going to bring us some good knowledge. I love hearing about tax and tax time and the information behind it. And so she's going to be here dropping some nuggets. She has some cool things that she's launching and that she has coming up. So I'm super excited to hear about it. And I know it's going to bless you guys as well. So come on in into the room. And as you guys do that, I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to Miss Catherine for her to do her introduction.
Well, hello, and thank you again for having me. My name is Catherine Mitchell, but most refer to me as Miss Cat. So that's why you see my name, Miss Cat, on the screen.
I like that.
And so I am the owner of Flat Fee Tax Prep and Services located in Houston, Texas. And I'm just happy to be here. So thank you.
Yay. Wonderful. Well, Miss Cat, that's my mama's name is Kathy. So so you born and raised in Texas?
Yes, so I'm from Texas, and I'm just getting my feet wet in this space. So I've been doing taxes for a couple of years now.
Okay.
However, I'm like on my third year on my own brick and mortar location. So
Gotcha.
first started off, working for another firm, and then, transitioned off onto my own. And so now I'm kind of being called in a different direction. So I'm thinking that, oh, okay, well, I'm making like, good money doing taxes. Like this is the life, right?
Yeah.
But after I kind of launched my firm, like we're actually really soon when I launched my firm, I had like upwards of like 60 agents that were working for me my first year.
Wow.
And yes, and what I realized very quickly is that, a lot of people obviously want to learn how to do taxes. That's a given. But then there's a lot of people that want to learn how to start their own tax business. And so what I found is that some people were, coming to Flat Fee so they could, kind of suck up some game.
Oh, okay.
And
then branch off.
go off and do their own thing. And so I was like, you know what? After year two, I was like, you know what? I gotta figure something else out. So I just decided to, put together my own blueprint, my own academy for, individuals that want to start their own. So that way, like, hey, we could be upfront about the, about what the intention.
Ain't no gimmicks, right?
Exactly. I help you. We help each other, and you go off and start your great things, with your tax firm. So that's pretty much where I'm at in life right now. Just branching off from being a tax professional to now a mentor and coach, and just helping people launch their own six-figure tax businesses.
Now, I like the sound of that. 6 figures.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
really?
ma'am.
Okay, maybe I need to venture off.
I mean, well, to be honest with you, tax prep is $1 billion industry. Not a million, but $1 billion industry. And what people have to understand is that no matter what's happening in the economy, so even if, we have a shutdown, whatever, like people have to do their taxes. It's not a luxury. This ain't a luxury service. So the great thing is that no matter what's going on, we're always in demand. We're always going to have a job. And the awesome great part about it is, with new technologies, you can now service clients nationwide. So, and really, honestly, from the privacy of your home. Now it's just so, getting so smooth. So like this season, even though we're out of the, slowly getting out of the pandemic, and the city has opened up, I probably service about 5 people here in my office. So I have like a brick and mortar location. I probably have like 5 people actually come to the office. Wow. And I still managed to make 6 figures like from January to April.
Miss Cat,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Oh yeah, we gotta really talk
Yes.
because I started off a couple years ago, just doing my taxes, through TurboTax, something like that when it wasn't too steep because I don't really have really nothing to really, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I got you. Not that many forms. Not that many
Yeah,
documents.
keep it nice and simple. And so at that time, I thought about, and then I did like my nephews before, and I did a couple other people's, like I
Yeah.
said, it was just the basics. And I thought about like, oh, well, maybe I could, explore this more, get more knowledge, more training, and dive deeper into it, but just never have. And so I call her my tax queen who does my, she does mine, been doing it for like past 5, 6 years now. And, she is like, super knowledgeable and, love what she does and the honesty, behind it
Yes.
because there's so many different ways you
Yes.
can go with the taxes. And
Yes.
I know you know what I mean.
Yes, I do. Like, yes, yes, I do.
Yeah, so I just really love what she stands for, and I feel that with your spirit too. You stand for the same thing,
Thank
and
you.
so it's always something I kind of thought about in the back of my mind because I'm thinking, yeah, why couldn't I do this from home? You know what I mean? Because she's in Illinois, I'm here in Arizona, so
Yeah.
like you said, it's nationwide. So let's divvy back a little bit. What made you get into the tax business?
Well, that's a great question. So, to be honest with you, I wasn't in that space, and
Okay,
I actually was in entertainment.
wow,
Yes, I went to film school, and
okay,
so I am well known, and I guess I got my name Miss Cat from doing productions because
wow,
I've done some short films. I've done just some things here in the city of Houston, and most recently, before I got into taxes, I had actually did a feature film. So I did a whole movie and
wow.
directed a movie. Yes, and after I did the movie, I was left like flat broke, like, and with no
Mm.
plan, like no plan whatsoever. And I have two kids, and I was kind of like just like living pillow to post, like really like had no plan, had no direction. And I was just like, man, I don't even know what to do next with my life. And a colleague of mine was like, hey girl, you know, I'm branching off. I'm doing taxes, but I'm gonna branch off from that firm and I want to
Mm.
open up my own. Like, can you help me? And at first I was like kind of embarrassed, like, man, like how I go from doing a whole movie,
Move. Yeah.
well,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
people know me as Miss Cat. I'm on the red carpet. I'm doing this. I'm doing that.
Wow.
How do I go transition from that to doing taxes? Like I was actually embarrassed, but
Wow.
after helping her on the back end,
Hmm.
and when I seen that her first check dropped, so understand, like let me just break this down for the people
Yeah.
that don't understand this. Like, so as tax professionals, we get paid when the clients fund. Okay, so
Okay.
when you guys fund, in
Hmm.
most circumstances, but
Okay.
let me say this: if you're doing taxes legitimately and
Yeah.
legally, you
the
get paid.
the
Look, for
disclaimer. Right?
real. Let me say, let me preface that.
Yeah.
You get paid when your clients actually fund. So when they fund, we get paid, right?
Okay.
So we get those funds in batches, like just like y'all know how it go. Like y'all see the IRS calendar, and they're
Yeah.
like, yeah, the first batch going out,
Yeah.
second batch. So we get our
Yeah.
money in batches.
Gotcha.
So when I seen this chick's first batch, the first batch was over six figures. The first batch.
Stop it.
I was like, yo. Now, mind you, also, this is what I want to preface about me.
Okay.
So I again was embarrassed. I didn't want nobody to
Mhm.
know. So I didn't market. I didn't tell
Okay.
nobody I was doing taxes.
Wow.
And I was still able to go to the dealership that year and buy a car cash off the lot. And I'm not talking about like no $2,000-3,000 car. I'm talking about I bought a Acura RDX. I'll never forget because it's
Yeah.
it's a it's a phenomenal thing when you go to the dealership with like $17,000 cash and hey, pay
Hey,
and roll off, right? So I realized real quickly, like, hey, if I can do this without marketing, and if I can, and I ain't even telling nobody, no, just imagine if
what you can do.
yeah, like
Woo!
I market and actually go full fledged, with this thing. So I shortly, soon after, opened up my own tax firm. Parted ways, which was on good standing. It wasn't no bad
Yeah.
or anything like that. But I helped her launch hers
Yeah.
100%. I was like, okay, my time here.
There you go. My time.
Now it's time for me to, venture off and do my own thing. And so there was the birth of Flat Fee. And the crazy thing is that when we launched soon after that's when the pandemic hit. So I was
Mm.
thinking like, oh my God, like there's no way. But I actually made more money during the
You may.
pandemic than when like because I was year one, then pandemic, right? So year one,
Okay.
I struggled like a like a big dog trying to figure it out, just put
Yeah.
it all together. But year two, it just was like came in like a flood during the pandemic, and that's when I realized, man, it's something like this is an industry that I'll never turn my back from, because no matter what's going on, like
It's gonna
it's
stand the test of time.
it's gonna stand. And when I say it stood, baby, it stood. So that's pretty much my little backstory
I
for
mean, if that was an inspiration, I mean, that's like the definition of when God closed one door, I mean, he opens up another.
yeah.
And like you say, you have that embarrassment, that, oh my goodness, I'm going from this to this, and it doesn't seem to add up. You know what I mean? Like that image that you said that you thought that you had for yourself, or where you thought you was going, like you said, red carpets, movies, and film. You like, okay, to a tax accountant person, like it doesn't seem. But God said, no, this door opening up, and now you're a mentor, a coach, and surfacing so many avenues. That is so dope.
Thank you.
That
Yeah.
is so
Thank
dope.
you.
And so, where does the name Flat Fee come from? I like that.
Oh, well, thank you. To be honest with you, we thought of that name because of the bad reputation
Okay.
of,
Hmm.
doing the taxes, because a lot of people kind of just was charging from what I was seeing in the industry.
Hmm.
Everybody was just kind of just charging whatever with,
Yeah.
like,
Whatever. Right.
my home girl, so I'm gonna charge you this,
Yeah.
and then I don't know you, so I'm gonna charge you
Charge
this.
you this.
So
Right.
I was just like, look, I'm gonna just charge everybody a flat fee. I don't care who you are.
Who
Look,
you are.
you just charge
Okay.
a flat fee. And now that's kind of transitioned into what we're working on now, which we'll
Mhm.
talk about, but the tax
Yeah.
academy, because we charge like a flat fee
Okay.
for what we're doing now. So it just kind of just resonates across the board of how we handle our clients. Like, we don't have
Hmm.
no special treatment just because you this
Yeah.
or that. We just charge people, just try to be fair across the
Fair
board,
across the
because
board. I love
that's one of the bad stigmas
it.
that tax
Hmm.
professionals get, like, oh, they just charging me any old thing and this, that, or they, oh, I heard you charge her this, and why so it's like, no, Miss Cat charged the same across the board. If you got this is how much your fee is. You got this,
Yeah.
how much your fee. I don't want to hear it. Like, let's get to it. Like, and that's that's pretty much. So that's where the
That's
name came from. Just because I wanted to be ahead of the stigma of, like, you gonna go over there and hoop, girl. You don't know. You might walk out
look.
and
That's facts, because that's the first thing you ask. Well, what she charge? Like
yeah,
when you like, I
exactly.
got
You
somebody
like,
to do taxes. Well, what she charge?
what?
Yeah.
She charged you what? And I got charged what? Like, no, I didn't want my clients having those kind of conversations about me. So
Yeah.
we just went to, beat them to the punch. And like, if you Google, so you can Google flat fee tax prep and services, and we're pretty much like 5 stars across the board,
I
which is
love it.
kind of like unheard of, because usually in
Hmm.
this space it's like always some drama. It's
It's
always
something.
somebody
Yeah.
got something to say. So it's like I'm just privileged and honored to really have a name that that holds weight.
Yeah, and that all has to do with the individual. What you push out the integrity, the loyalty, the honesty, and when you have that already in you, that's pretty much how your foundation, your
For
business is going to run, and people are going to see that,
sure, for
And
sure.
so I think that's super dope. So let's get into because I'm super interested because I'm thinking I'm
Look,
like I need something.
what do we gotta look?
Where I sign up at, you know what I mean? And so let me ask you this first. What's kind of like the background far as going into the tax field? Do you, schooling? I know you offer the academy, which we're going to get into,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
outside of that, is there any schooling, training, certifications that you
So
need? Like, how does that work?
So the crazy thing is that
Mm-hmm.
most tax preparation is really just data entry. People will give are
Okay.
they're giving you their forms and you're just inputting it
Mm-hmm.
into a tax software. So that's the reason why you see a lot of people just popping out the blue thinking, all of
Understand.
a sudden,
Okay.
like I'm a tax pro chick professional, like,
I do taxes.
yeah, like girls, today I'm doing taxes, tomorrow I'm not. That's why you get so many
Right.
people, out the woodworks because unfortunate it's like fortunate and unfortunate. Like, because
Yeah.
you
Mm-hmm.
know, the fortunate part is for those that are serious and that really want to do
Mm-hmm.
something with themselves, like it don't take much, to
Tell you
really
much. Gotcha.
get it going. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But that's
Mm-hmm.
unfortunate because pretty much that means that anybody can really just
Anybody can do
start a
right.
firm. Now, are they
Mm-hmm.
starting it the right way? Probably not. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't take much to get your credentials. It's just a few
Okay.
simple things that you need to do to get credentialed with the IRS. So
Oh,
to
okay.
answer your question, no, you don't have to be a rocket science. You don't have to be a
Mm-hmm.
mathematician. There's barely no math really even involved in tax prep. It's mainly just knowing the tax laws, knowing
Okay.
the forms,
Mm-hmm.
just basic principles that you would need to know in order to do taxes. But the thing is that unfortunately people are unlearned, so they think, oh, I know how to
Mm-hmm.
manipulate a software, I know how to manipulate you know
Mm-hmm.
whatever software, right? And so they
Mm-hmm.
don't learn the basics. They don't know
Gotcha.
the forms. They don't really know, what a deduction is, what just the simple
Right.
terms and things of that nature that you should learn before you learn software. So they don't do that, and that's where the disconnect
That
it
comes
comes in, if
from.
that makes sense.
No, it makes perfect sense. Like I said, when I was doing it, I'm like, I don't only know how to just do this. Like you said,
Exactly.
put the little numbers
And,
in, match it
and
up.
yeah, and I mean, and the crazy thing is that that's how most of you're on TurboTax. You like, oh, step
Yeah.
one, step two. So at this point, now you get the false connotation, like, oh, I know how to do taxes because I know how to work the software. And it's like, no, boo boo, you just know how to manipulate a software. You
And
don't
that,
know how
exactly.
to do taxes. But hey, to each his own. Like, to each his own.
Right, because I knew head on, like, okay, I can only get past this part.
This screen, like, for real.
Anything after that, I don't even know what to tell you. So don't ask me, like you said, about the deduction, and I don't know nothing like
Look,
that.
I
Look,
just put it in the computer and I hope that
and
you
I
don't
let it
get
do
a
its
double
work.
digit look back. Look.
Look, I don't know no hookup, nothing. None of that. So that's good to know because that's something too that I always wanted to know. I'm pretty sure our viewers wanted to know as well. And then so when you move into your own firm business, is that something, well, just like any business that you're starting. Um but is it different? Because you don't necessarily need a building per se to
That's
do.
that's a great question. So
Okay.
just to be frank on, like I'll give you the game. Look, you get a little juice tonight,
Just a
okay?
little
Just
nugget.
a little juice. So
Okay.
order to start a successful tax firm, what you'll need is tax software. And when I say tax software, unfortunately, you can't go on TurboTax and start charging people to do their taxes. That's not how it works. Because TurboTax is designed for people to self-prepare their taxes. So that
Oh,
means
okay.
that if you are charging folks and
Mm.
using a free software platform, that is illegal. And
Woo!
therefore, if you get caught up, God forbid, then you will suffer
The
consequences.
consequence.
But
Y'all hear that? Just to make sure the people.
but
Yeah.
additionally to that, let me just tell you about it on the other side of the fence too.
Mm-hmm.
With TurboTax, the money goes to the client. So that means that you got to chase them down, right? I would
To
imagine,
get
right?
your
To get your
mm-hmm.
cut. Who wants to do
Your cut,
that, right?
yeah.
Because most of
Mm-hmm.
the time you give me $10,000, boo boo, I'm not looking back. And so now you're chasing people down, trying to get your money. Like,
Yeah.
that's not business, right? So
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
what you'll need is professional tax software, right? So
Okay.
professional tax software. So that way you have what we call banking partners. So the banking
Okay.
partners are the partners that you partner up with to make sure that the client gets their portion and you get your
Mm.
fee. That's how that
Gotcha.
works. So that's how you get a banking partner with professional tax software. Okay.
Oh,
So
nice.
you'll need
Okay.
some software, and depending on what type of software that you get. So flat fee, we have our own proprietary software. We have
Come
our
on,
own software.
Fluffy.
Yes, ma'am. So
Nice.
those that are with us, like if you join
Mm-hmm.
our academy or whatever, we
Mm-hmm.
give you the soft, like that's included with with it. So
With it.
yeah,
Okay.
so with our software, so I can only speak on ours. Look,
Come on, let's go.
so with our software, we have our own mobile app. So basically, what happens is that our clients can send us, like, take pictures of their documents and send it to us through the app securely. Okay,
Nice.
so they
Okay.
send it to our app. We get the documents, we prepare the tax return, and then we send them via the app a
Mm-hmm.
signature, so they just sign it remotely, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then we then e-file it to the IRS. So that's the reason why
Wow.
I can be in my bed chilling doing
And
tax,
doing
and
taxes
nobody would ever know that I'm not in an
in the
office
office.
location.
Right.
That's pretty much
Wow.
how you do taxes virtually. All right.
Okay.
So as long as you have a good software
Mm-hmm.
that offer those type of features, then you can set up a virtual office pretty much anywhere. And with our tax software, as long as you can connect to the internet, so if you're on the bed, in the beach, wherever you at, like,
Come
as long as
on.
you can connect to the internet, you can do taxes. So that's like the step one of what you'll need to be successful, with this industry.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Yes,
Okay, Fluffy,
ma'am.
y'all got something going on. I like that mobile app.
Yes,
That's
yes, it's
pretty
definitely,
dope. And
and
is that
and
something
that's
you created?
no. Well, I wish I was that smart. Look, thank you for thank you for thinking that I was that smart. No, ma'am, I didn't create it, but we did have some developers, obviously,
Nah,
that
yeah.
design our software, because what you will find is that once you get in the industry, software could be very expensive, especially, like I
Mm-hmm.
said, when I initially started, I was running a team of 60. So
Mm.
having 60 users on your tax software, depending on where you go, because be thousands and thousands of dollars
Oh, gotcha.
on who
Mm-hmm.
you go with. So with that said, I said, you know what, I'm not gonna pay nobody else, to for software. I'm gonna just get my own, develop.
Wow.
That way I can have my own.
Mm-hmm.
And so of course initially it was obviously for personal,
Yeah, right.
personally use flat fee tax prep, flat fee software, right? But then
Yeah.
now at this point, I have the ability to offer it to other people so they can use it. And that's honestly what really set me apart during the pandemic, was
Mm.
having those features, because where most people didn't have an app, or they had to try to figure out, oh, well, how we
I'm
shut
gonna get this.
down, we can't even go to the art, we can't, what we gonna do? I was
Yeah.
like, dude, like, just go ahead. What we gonna just continue on like we've been,
Come
like,
on. I
ain't nothing
love
changed
it.
over here. So that, and to be honest with you, now my clients are so spoiled. That's
Spoiler, right?
so now they're like, yeah, I'm just sending it to you through the app. I'm like, okay. So that's why, like I said, even this year,
Wow.
I probably had about 5 people, you know,
in the brick and mortar. Wow.
now they spoiled and lazy, which is, you know what? Hey, it's like a good and a bad thing. You know, it's
Yeah.
like, hey, I have an office if y'all need to come, but they be like, girl,
That's for the more like
yeah,
difficult, you know,
no,
like
no, or the old school. I'm be honest.
oh yeah, there you go.
It's some old school people like, baby, I don't, it's just, I cannot do this. I'm like, okay, Miss Margaret, come on.
Come on in. I'm
Come on
here.
in. Let's do it. The
That's what we
water's
here for. I love that.
fine. We got you, Miss Margaret. Come on through.
Look, my husband had to do his. I said, babe, just go on down to the to the
Yeah,
people.
it's just some
It's
folks like no matter I could walk them, baby, just take a picture. You all you gotta do is use your camera phone, take a pic and say, baby, I don't know. It's so blurry. Okay, come on,
come on in.
come on. So there you
Look,
so I guess for those that
yeah,
are
it's
kind
good
of
to have. I think it's
yeah,
good to have. It's good to have both. You know what
yeah,
I mean? Because, like I said, especially like you said, for your older generation, and even if it's something that's complex, I'm a supervisor for Target, so I handle all escalated calls all day long,
mm,
and sometimes through the chat, and some things I just want to say no. Like I need to. You just can't do everything through the chat. Send something. Sometimes you got to be on the phone, talk step by step to get the
yeah,
details and understand what's going on. So I
yeah,
love that you have both services,
yeah,
for different types of
got
individuals. And that's cool. And I was going to ask you, like, what makes you stand out? And apparently,
it.
this wonderful app.
Yeah, I was gonna say I guess that's what makes it stand out. But I honestly think though, just good business, like being
Hmm.
just good business, you'd be surprised. Well, I'm sure you're not surprised, but you'd be surprised how bad reputations
Patient, yeah.
tax professionals they have. So I
Hmm.
think with us just being consistent, like since
Hmm.
we launched, like we've been consistent. We do good business. We really do help and care for our clients, and it shows through every transaction. And we like currently, like I said, you can Google us, and like the stuff that people put, like I'll be honest with you, like I could try to run a raffle, I could try to like, hey, we'll give you a bonus incentive, and people will not go and leave a Google review to save my life. But the people that have went on there, it's genuine because,
It's
like I
genuine.
said, you can't
Hmm.
like for whatever reason, no matter how great of an experience you give them, they just will not take the time.
They don't want to take their time. I
They will not
understand.
take the time to do that. So I say that to say we do have Google reviews. So the fact that we like are literally like almost
Hmm.
5 stars across the board, it's just like
That
it
means a
just
lot
shows
in the
you,
shows. Yeah, that
uh,
definitely does. And I think that's honorable. Like I said, that was one of the first things that I acknowledged about my tax queen. It's just the honesty and the professionalism, and and we cool. But like you say, it's just something about knowing somebody just being real, honest, and good, and producing
yeah,
good business.
for
You know
sure.
what I mean? And that's what makes a person stay. That's what makes a person come back. Because they're like, I know when I go to Flat Feet, I know what I'm going to get across the board from everybody. And so you have a staff backing you up. Do you have
So,
employees?
this season, like I said, I did have some staff or whatever, but now I'm transitioning them into their own. Um,
Nice.
like I said, for me personally, I think Flat Fee is on the path of not necessarily doing taxes, but
Okay.
being and
And
educated. You know what I'm saying? So I'm slowly but surely like getting my people,
mm-hmm.
like, okay, it's time. Y'all go ahead and
Time to fly.
fly on out. So I'm transitioning them out. And then, like, for my clients, I do have clients, my own
Hmm.
clients. I service probably about 150 clients
Wow,
this tax
nice.
season on my own two hands. So I do have like virtual assistants and,
Okay.
so I do have like some assistants in the Philippines and stuff like that I
Oh,
use
nice.
for data entry and stuff like
Hmm.
that. But as far as like having a large staff, it's really not needed because, like I said, nobody. I
Mm-hmm.
have this office. Nobody wants to come see me. So, so I just like have my virtual assistants, and like I said, at this point, I'm just getting really closer to the point of just transitioning out of
Gotcha.
the tax industry, to be honest with you, and focusing on mentorship and
Mi-
building other people, because that's, I think that's
Yeah.
my 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 purpose is. So
Nice. Okay, cool. Well, before we tap into the big thing, one more question.
yes, ma'am.
Is tax season all year?
So that's a phenomenal question. So
Yeah.
let me just put it to you like this, okay? So just like with any other industry, there's different levels or different
Mm-hmm.
scopes, as we call it, like of tax prep.
Okay.
So for me,
Mm-hmm.
I focus on your everyday average 1040, like here's my W2s, cat. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's
Mm-hmm.
my scope of clientele. So by
Mm-hmm.
April, so like for example, my clients, they want their money yesterday
Oh,
or the
understood.
month before yesterday.
Right.
So like by the time I get to April, I'm done, boo boo. Like I'm shutting it down. Like matter of
Oh,
fact, by
gotcha.
March, I'm shutting it down.
Okay.
But for those that focus on business clients
Mm-hmm.
or different scope, because there's all different types of
Yeah.
taxation, if that
Tax.
makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So for those that do focus on different scope of clientele, yes, there are people, which God bless their hearts,
Mm-hmm.
that do taxes all year round. Miss Cat is
Mm.
not one of them. So
Okay, Miss Cat.
like when I get to about March, I'm like, okay, guys, you want me to do your taxes? You better get me your stuff because I'm shutting it. Like April 15th,
Wow.
I am shutting it down. I literally
Okay.
make a goal to
Mhm.
hit my six figures before April, and I've
And
done
you
it.
done for the rest of the year?
And I work on so I have other businesses and things that I dip and
Okay.
dabble in. But as far as taxes,
Texas,
like
you
if you
are.
call me about taxes right now, I might you might get a few choice words because I'm just like, look, I know you're not calling me, or
Not right now.
honestly, no, I won't do you. I ain't gonna do you like that, but
But
I will. I might say something on Facebook like, I know she didn't just really like. Do she know that
she must don't know
she
cat.
don't know who she? She just don't know this one over here. So I do have people that be like out the blue, like Miss Cat.
Mm.
Okay, but I think next year, if I do decide to do taxes next year, I think I'm gonna have a policy. Like I'm gonna tell my clients up front, like if you don't come by the deadline, like
Yeah.
like I'm sorry, you might let me refer you
You
out to
gonna
one
miss
of my
right.
students. Let me refer you out to one of my students or whatever, because you. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm about working smarter, not harder, and
I
working
know that's
after
right.
the deadline ain't smart to me.
It's not smart. Cause I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's a lot more that goes into it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's different scopes of
Mm-hmm.
taxation, of course. So if you want to focus on business clients, and it'd be crazy because like people think like that just because you do taxes, you know everything about taxes. Like I don't do
Mm.
business clients. Like I have an accountant. I send my stuff over.
Gotcha.
Like I know the basics of taxation, but at the end of the day, there's
Oh, now
different.
that's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I mean, so at the end of the day, you don't have to know everything, and that's why I try
Mm-hmm.
to tell people like you could be basic of basic like me,
And
and
you still bringing in the
still
six
make the
figures.
money, and still got a good reputation and brand.
Yeah.
Just work in my range.
Your
So if
range.
somebody comes to me with something that's outside of my range, I
Mm-hmm.
politely let them know, hey, that's outside of my scope. Let me
Gotcha.
refer you to
To- to-
XYZ.
That's all it is.
And look, and the show never stops. Look.
Right?
So there you have it.
I love that. And it will continue
And
on.
the saga continues. Look.
I love it. Okay, well, let's get into this.
To
What I'm trying to get into.
the real meat and potatoes.
Let's talk about, let me make sure I say it right because I done wrote it down here. the launch of the Tax Prep Academy.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's
So
talk about this here.
yes, ma'am. So, like I said, when I first started, for whatever strange reason, I don't know why, but people just want to follow me and they just want to do what they see me doing. And I guess, like I said, that's my purpose, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
embracing it. So with that being said, this season, so, we just left out of tax season. April
Right.
passed,
Mm-hmm.
right? So this
Mm-hmm.
season, I decided to say, you know what? Let me just test it out.
Okay.
Test it out. I'm gonna just
Mm-hmm.
throw it out there and see if I started teaching, like a tax academy, how would people like feel about it? So,
Yeah.
I just kind of threw it out, and I was just charging like a little like a little baby fee, just to,
Mm-hmm.
because again, it was just something I was testing out just to see how people will
How
receive.
was going? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it was overwhelming. It was astounding. Like, I like like, you have to keep this going.
Wow.
So I, basically took what I had and
Mm-hmm.
perfected it, and now like I'm like launching it for real. So full fledged, like flat fee, has their own tax academy now, and
Nice.
are basically enrolling. And so what the tax academy does is, it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't just teach you how to do taxes. Woohoo, like, how to do taxes, but
Right.
like, okay.
And then
you
right,
can,
right,
like, you can do your own taxes. You just
right,
saved me $400. Have a great day. Like,
right.
you know what I mean? So we teach you how to do taxes, of course. That's a given. But
Mm-hmm.
what makes us different is we're gonna teach you from start to finish how to start a tax firm using our blueprint,
Mm.
our six-figure
Wow.
blueprint. So
Wow.
basically, if you know absolutely nothing about business,
Mm-hmm.
we will show you from scratch how to get your LLC, how to brand your business, how
Mm.
to get your, just everything from the foundation. Then of course you get, we help you get your mobile app and all these, the software. So we'll teach you the software, we'll teach you how to market the business, but another great thing that we teach you is how to build a team. So one
Mm.
thing that I realized very quickly is that I can get to six figures way quickly with a team, quicker with a team, rather than trying to do. So a lot of people, they're like, oh, well, this year I'm gonna just do it by myself or whatever.
Yeah.
And then what happens? So one of two things happen. Either A, they don't get that many clients because they don't have, it's just them promoting for themselves,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Or
Right.
B, maybe they are popular and they do get a lot of clients, but now they're burnt out because they're trying to do all these clients,
All that.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Or they might like, well, girl, you taking too long, to do. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna go somewhere else because you just
Yeah.
so long to do my taxes. So
Mm-hmm.
with having a team, you can say, hey, you take care of these or whatever. And then the great thing is, you still, as the owner, you still gonna get something off of that,
Off
because
of that.
it's, they're doing these taxes under your, under your umbrella, under your firm. So
Gotcha.
so we teach you how to build a team, we teach you how to market, pretty much everything that you need to know, like from start to finish, on how to start, streamline, and maintain a successful tax firm.
Wow.
That's our academy. Thank you.
I love it, Miss Cat. I love everything about it. And I see that it's a 6-month academy program.
So
So you
so
get off. Go ahead.
no, I'm sorry. Just for clarification. So the academy is 100% virtual. It's online. So you
Okay.
can take it at your own pace. You can
Oh,
so you have
gotcha.
your own username and password. You log in, you
Hmm.
go through the courses, it's videos, it's worksheets, the whole nine.
Okay.
Really, once you sign up, you get immediate access to the
Okay.
program. But what I found after my little test run, right,
Mhm.
is that if I give you this portal with all this stuff, you're gonna get overwhelmed, you're gonna go crazy. Then you might say, you know what, this is just too much. So now I don't
Okay.
want to do this no more, right?
Okay. Mhm.
So what I've added to it to basically help really like really hand walk you and really
Mhm.
make sure you're successful is I added the Facebook community to go with it. So that is the part that's going to start in August. So we have a
Oh.
private Facebook group that pairs with the online portal. And
Okay.
so what I do is I go live every week like, hey, we're working on this. This is what you should be focused on. Turning your work, basically
Oh, wow.
accountability and
Uh,
making sure that you stay on track and making sure that you're focused on exactly what you're supposed to be focused on. And so the cool
wow.
thing is I'll walk you through month by month. Okay, this month we're gonna focus on these modules, this, that, and third. You got any questions? Cool. I'm gonna jump on with you. Next month, I'm gonna walk you through. Next
Nice.
month, I'm gonna walk you through. So after that 6 months, by the time
Mhm.
6 months has passed, we're in the tax season. So everything that we've built and developed from scratch, now you get to
You ready to put into work?
and put it to work. So the great thing is
Nice.
you roll right out of the tax academy right into the money.
Into I love that because it makes you so you don't kind of forget with all everything that you done learned. You know what I mean? Because when you get done with school, it's like, okay, now sometimes like, what do I do? But
Yep,
now that is so detailed and so intricate and so personable. I love that you got it so set up that right after, okay, now y'all let's get to work.
exactly. So like you get to like you said, you don't have to sit on your thoughts or try to go back.
Yeah.
It's like no, I built my team. Everything is set up. So boom, let's just launch and let's just go. And that's
Wow.
that's that's how I wanted it to be designed because I wanted to make sure that after got out of the academy, you
Hmm.
had a clear, like ready path to
Ready, set,
you
go.
know to get your investment back into start making money
Yeah.
in that field.
I like that. And so I love how, like you said, you imparted this Facebook community. So pretty much when you start this academy, everybody will pretty much follow the module at the same time.
Yes, yes. And
Mm,
so the great thing is it's only one of me and it's 100, people, but this
yeah.
allows me to give that personable,
Mhm.
so it's not really one on one, it's a group coaching, but
Yeah.
you can jump on live with me, ask your questions. So we're doing everything at the same time. You're not overwhelmed, you're not
Mhm.
overthinking because it's like I'm telling you exactly, okay, I know you see this, stop. We're gonna work on
We
this.
gonna work on
Okay.
that.
And then
Gotcha.
once you do this, we're gonna do this. But I'm like every week jumping on these calls. You get the opportunity to get on with me. So you're live and we're live together just like we're talking right now. So you say, hey,
Yeah.
Kat, this is what I got, da 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 da. What you think about this? Okay, that's cool. Let's roll to the next thing. The cool thing also is of course everybody's schedule is different. So
Yeah. I was going. Okay.
if you miss a live
Mhm.
session, they're recorded and they're housed in the group. So the group is
Mhm.
private. Only those that are in the academy is in
Can
the
have
group.
X.
So
Gotcha.
basically you get to see the trainings and the thing is what I love and again this was our first season, but what I
Mhm.
really enjoyed is the camaraderie in the group. So
Mm.
basically if somebody missed something, you could just really just pose a question to the group and the group just kind of like dive in, like, yeah,
Dive in.
do
I
this,
love
or you
it.
missed that. Okay, cool. This is what you need to do. Da 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 da. So before I
Yeah.
can even get on and
The
answer,
students
the
that
whole
had
group
yeah.
was like, "Look, girl, let me help you out." So it then became like a community where
Yeah.
everybody was just looking out for each other. Everybody was, it's a beautiful thing. So
Yeah.
that's why I know like this is what I should be doing because
Mhm.
so many people got so much out of it.
Mm.
And I just think that it's gonna get better and better.
I love it. I'm on this phrase where I say like, when you win, we all win. When you come together as a team, like you said, you have all these nuggets that you dishing out for individuals. and it makes you win. Like you said, you now a coach, a mentor, and it's just like you're seeing your next group level up. You know what I mean? Like that's a
Exactly.
proud moment, like a proud mama. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you took it right. It's like you said, it's like being a mom, man. I was like
Yeah,
my students, I have seen them just crying and all kind of stuff. And I'm just like, who would have ever thought, just because I'm just sharing some what seems so basic to me
yeah.
is
Mhm.
like changing people's life. And that's why I said, pretty soon, unfortunately, and this is a secret between us, because if my clients heard me say this, they probably
Oh
would,
Lord.
jump on this live feed and cuss us all out. But
Oh,
like I said, pretty soon
no.
I'll probably
Mhm.
leave out of that space of actually preparing taxes, honestly, because
Mm.
it's so many people that wanna do taxes the right
Mhm.
way, right?
Yeah.
And just
Mhm.
don't know where to start. And
Gotcha.
then also, like, there's a lot of people that's working for other people,
Mhm.
and they're not gonna tell them the game, because
Nope.
of course then they lose an agent, right? And
Mhm.
so we get stuck. Some people get stuck in a place where they want to progress, they want to do better, but they can't
Mhm.
because
They
nobody.
don't have the teacher.
Exactly. So I think
Mhm.
this is just, like I said, just something that's going to definitely change the game.
Yeah, I can already tell that it is. So I got until August to sign up. Is that what you
Yes,
telling?
look, yes, you do have until August to get signed up. So basically, like I said, because it is like guided,
Yeah,
it is guided. So for those that are signed up now, they just kind of on standby. Like I
yeah,
tell them, like, hey, you can go in, peep around, but you don't even have to, like, don't boggle your mind down, don't try to
yeah.
do anything. Well, once August comes, trust
We're
me,
gonna get
Mama
into
Cat
it.
don't
Mama cat gonna
she
come
gonna
through.
jump through, and trust me, I'm gonna make sure you get what you need to get. So yes, so it's open register, but once August come, like,
Yeah, you closing it
whoever's
up.
in is in, because I want to make sure that I do my part and have
Mhm.
enough time to get you where you need to be come tax season. So that's my commitment, and I take that very seriously. So if I
Mhm.
have 5 students come August, or
Mhm.
150 students come August, that's who we rocking with until the
You
next till the next
to the
season.
next class.
Yes, ma'am.
Nice.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
is it? So do you have a set number? Can it be that?
Oh yeah, yeah. So we
Okay.
we can we can accept, we overflow because it is virtual. So a lot of things, unfortunately, a lot of bad happened during the pandemic, but a lot of
A lot of
good
good.
came out of it as well, because with all this virtual technology,
Mhm.
you can touch so many more people.
More. Yeah.
And like, because when I was doing tax classes here at the office, I'm like, I can only service so many people that, or
Mhm.
it don't fit their schedule. Oh, you ain't on my side of town. Oh, that. It was
It's
just
all
always
something.
something, right? And then of course, as I progress in life, I'm getting busier. I don't got time
Right.
just
Yeah.
like sitting up teaching taxes all day, as
All
much as I like to, but my mouth starts
yeah.
dry, and my thoughts starts flirting, slurring together, right? So at the end of the day, just having that virtual platform, it definitely opens it up. So yes, we are fully open, and
Open. Gotcha.
wherever, it don't matter. You don't have to be in Texas. You don't have to be. This is a nationwide program. And matter of fact, we had students nationwide this
Mhm.
last season, and nobody seemed to say,
Get
"Man, I
lost.
wish I was
Yeah.
over there," or whatever. Like, everybody still felt that same vibe, the same personal vibe, as
Hmm.
if they were like right there in my face, because that's just the kind of person that I am.
Yeah. Okay, Miss Cat, you doing some amazing things
Thank you.
for the world, girl. I love it. And so, how can we get in contact? How can we follow you? Where can we go?
Okay.
Where can I go?
Hello. Where can I get more information, right? So
Yeah.
yes, so if you are looking to, get in touch with us in regards to the Tax Academy, which I would imagine. So
Mhm.
we do have a website specifically for the Tax Academy. So it's
Okay.
www.flatfee, so FLATFEE, flatfeetaxacademy.com. And on that website, you will see all the information. You'll see some testimonials from
Okay.
previous students, things of that nature. And then you have an opportunity to actually schedule a free strategy call with one of
Oh.
the team members. So if you have more questions, if you have
Mhm.
some personal concerns, some going on personally, you like,
Yeah.
I want to make sure this is going to be a good fit for me, or
Mhm.
whatever the case may be. Like, you can literally go on there and just schedule a call with one of our team members, and they'll answer any questions that you have and just make sure that it's a good fit. Because at the end of the day, yes, we make a little change, for those joining, but
Yeah.
do definitely want people that want to do
That are
this,
serious. Yeah. Mhm.
serious, not somebody that tax
Uh,
bees service yesterday and then tomorrow it's like, well, where's tax bees, so we don't want those type of people. So at
right.
the end of the day, we definitely want to make sure that it's a good fit for both, both sides of the fence.
Understood. All righty. Wonderful. So that's www.flatfeetaxacademy.com.
That is correct. Yes,
Perfect.
ma'am.
Y'all hear that? I know I'm not putting the comments up, but they in here. Y'all listening. Look.
Look, whoever's there, flatfeetaxacademy.com. Yes.
Yes. And where can we follow you? Are you on social
Yes.
media?
So I am on social media. So if you want to follow me personally, it's Catherine Mitchell on Facebook at Miss Cat TV. So again, I started in entertainment, didn't drop that. So it's Miss Cat MSCAT TV .com. I'm sorry, at Miss Cat TV. I'm going into another place, y'all. Look. So on Instagram at Miss Cat TV, that's my personal, but you obviously can, give us a
Okay.
like on Facebook, Flat Fee, Tax Prep and Services on Facebook. Please go give us a like. And
Oh
then,
yeah.
on Instagram at Flat Fee Tax Prep is the Instagram. And that's where you can find us on social media. If you
Perfect.
want to follow my tax company.
Perfect. Thanks, Riz.
Thank
That's my other
you.
co-host. Perfect.
Thank you so much. Yes, flat feet. And like I said, there's a button on there where you can schedule, like I said, just schedule a call. It's like a free call. Like, what can you what can you lose by just scheduling a free call?
A
So
free call.
so
Exactly.
just
Get all your
schedule a
questions
call, get
answered.
your questions answered, because I'm sure you may have some personal things or personal whatever. So just schedule a call. We'll walk you through, see, and go from there.
Perfect. All right, Miss Cat. Well, I think this was a wonderful, educational. I mean, so many nuggets that you dropped on this interview. It was fun. I learned a lot.
And that's another misconception. So everybody think taxes has got to be boring, and you got to,
Yeah.
like, no, I'm gonna be me regardless.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Cause the vibe is good, y'all. Y'all better get with Miss Cat. She's doing some great things in Texas, and I think that is so cool and dope. And don't be surprised if you see me.
Hey, look, hey, I'm like, y'all see Miss Pope? Look, let me know when Miss Pope through with her strategy
Let me know
call.
when she come through. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, because I'm like, look, my co-host, we can get on there. Look, get our team started. Because, like you say, when you got to think about those industries, those business that you, like you said, no matter what, is going to keep on moving. And
Yep,
tax, I mean, everybody. It's not
everybody.
one person.
Yep,
I mean, you may
everybody.
try to, but it's gonna catch up with you eventually. But it's gonna be a time. Everybody has to file their
They have
taxes.
to. I mean, it's inevitable.
Yeah.
So there's gonna always be clients. There's gonna always, and like I said, I I will try to work smarter, not harder. So at
Yeah.
the end of the day, like, if I can't make my money by April, like, whatever money I made, that's just what it is. Like,
That's what it is.
I ain't trying to do nothing after April. So I really try to teach. Like, the great thing about my program is that I done bumped my head. I done spent all the money. I done did, made all the mistakes, and y'all don't have to go through that. Like, I literally
Gotcha.
walk you through step by step. So if you follow the guidance, if you're coachable and
Yeah,
willing to learn, yes,
that's good.
you your colleague, whoever else, like, I could literally take anybody from start to finish, and that's the gift, that I feel like I've been able to bless people
To
with,
bless people with.
that ability to really, like, take something that may seem so mediocre, and it could change your life, because it changed mine.
Come on. I mean, that's it.
Mhm.
I was gonna say you got any closing remarks for us, but I mean that sounds like we just need to open up the doors of the church because I mean,
Like, somebody giving an offering, like my Cash App. No, I'm just playing.
come, yeah, like I mean the benediction. We need that was like all of that. But is that something that you would want to say? If there's somebody that's on here interested or that's looking into, starting their own tax firm, or like you said, just interested, what would you have to say?
I just say, like I said, it's just a free call away. You just never know.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
That's all I can say, because at the end of the day, look at me. I didn't know nothing about. I was in entertainment, for God's sake.
Entertainment,
Who would
yeah,
think that somebody who was making movies and doing TV would transition into tax prep and
and love it. And
love it, exactly, and
yeah.
I can still be me and still, do
Hmm.
what I do, right, and just still. But I think, like I said, the main thing with being a single parent of two, just being able
Hmm.
to be like, y'all want to go to Disney, is say less. Y'all want to do
Come
this,
on.
say less. Like, whatever I want to do now, it's never like, oh, well, y'all want,
Let me see. Hold on, hold on.
mom, whatever. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just saying that, like,
No.
it has literally changed my life, and I know that it can change your life. I'm nothing special, extraordinary. I'm just a regular person who just does taxes.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah. And
taxes.
like,
And
yeah, and that needs to be known because to be honest, Kat, like that's where the world that's how much we make it. How much just talking. That's what people want to know. If I do this, will I be able to still do what it is what I want to do? Like you said, those luxuries, those things. Because look, you get tired of like I gotta really plan a vacation or worry about when I go to vacation, come back,
your
get back
money.
into the groove of things, stuff like that. So it's definitely about that financial literacy, having that, knowing that, and having the skill, having the business that will be able to continue to keep that going.
And the great thing is, like, to be honest with you, I've made my money. So, like, if I wanted to, but I
Hmm.
get bored quick. Like, I think I have
Yeah.
Walt ADHD or whatever they say. So I couldn't literally do this because I get bored and I have to create some other thing, right?
Yeah.
But literally, because I've made my money,
Hmm.
already, like, I could chill until the
If
next
you
tax
wanted
season if
to.
I wanted to,
If
because
you
I
wanted
literally
to.
made enough money to chill. And again, I'm not servicing business clients. I'm not doing nothing
Hmm.
extra like any regular W-2 person that's like, hey girl, can you do my tax? Like, that's who I
Yeah.
service. So if I can do it, you can do it,
Yeah.
she can do it, he can do it. It's just, do you want to invest in yourself to
Invest in
create a
yourself to
plan,
do it.
so I could tell you how to do it step by step? Or do you
Hmm.
want to say, oh, okay, I'm gonna take, a little bit of what she said, I'm gonna get on TurboTax,
Good.
start hustling, and hope,
Right.
and hope for the best.
Right. Exactly. No,
So
I'm
look,
going the
the
flat fee
choices.
route.
Look, the
That's
choice is up to you. Look, you got two choices in life. So hey,
look, flat fee on my own. Like what
look, for real. So you pick that choice, and then we'll
yeah.
have that conversation next
On
year,
that
and
yeah, there
we'll
we
see. Look, we'll see how that goes.
look, I hear you. I hear you. Well, I love this. I love this conversation. We definitely need to stay connected,
For
do a
sure.
follow up. Yeah. I'm loving about this academy. So y'all hear it, Life Her fans. Come on, let's go help Miss Cat push this. Look, go to this academy. If you know somebody that's interested in taxing, doing taxes, that just want some type of information, a side hustle,
Exactly.
but want to be a serious side hustle. You know what I mean? Let's push this academy. We know somebody here, black owned, mother, African American woman doing her thing. Let's try to push this and look, recommend it because I show them and I'm gonna look into it myself,
Look,
y'all.
I'll say Google us. Once
Yeah,
you do your proper research, then join us because you like
enjoying it.
either way, we gonna keep winning. So I would hope that you want to be on a winning team.
Be
Seriously,
on a winning team.
let's be
That's
on the
what
winning side of the fence. So
that's exactly what
I
it is.
appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for allowing me to come on your platform. It was a privilege, and I just appreciate the love and
Oh
definitely
yeah.
great vibes for sure.
Oh, definitely great vibes. And we will do a part two, do
Okay,
that follow up. Thank you, Miss Cat, for being on.
thank
That's going to
you.
be the end of the night. Life her. I love y'all. Thank you so much for being on. Thank you for being a part of the show. Remember, we are back here on Friday. We have another live with Marissa. And other than that, continue to follow us. Follow Miss Cat on all her social media handles and go check out the Flat Fee Tax Academy. See y'all. Have a good night.
Good
Bye,
night.
Miss Cat.
Bye.